All right, so today we're going to be working on 5.8, finding missing factors while playing the game Salute. Okay, this is going to help us with our multiplication and division facts. We want to become fluent in both of them, and by practicing this missing factors, it's going to help us with multiplication and division, which is what our standards ask us to do. Okay, demonstrate fluency with multiplication, and then those corresponding division facts. All right, so we're going to talk about what are missing factors. I will then model. You'll get to work on playing this. Then you'll get to be able to apply the game with some written problems that you're going to explain how you solve them and then reflect. So we've talked about factors before and products, and so we're going to go over what this means though with a missing factor. So remember, factors are what you multiply the two numbers that you multiply to equal the product. Okay, the product is the answer for a multiplication problem. So you take the 6 times something. We don't know from our math message what that missing number is. We know the total is 54. That's the in all. We know that there's 6 teams, but we don't know how many people are on each team. So we call that a missing factor. And you can take this multiplication problem and you can turn it and you can now make it a division problem. You take your total number, 54, divided by the factor that you know, 6, and we're trying to figure out the other missing factor. Okay, they go together. Whatever the missing factor is here is the same missing factor here. And so how can we figure out what the missing factor is? Well, one way is that we can use our multiplication chart. And this is a tool that we can use to help us. Okay, so if we were to look at that 54, okay, if you find 6 and you go across until you see 54, ooh, look right here. Here's 54. Well, what number is on the other side of that? 9. So this missing factor is 9 because 6 times 9 equals 54. So what's 54 divided by 6? 9, right? This tool just helped us. That's not the only tool we can use. We can also use our fact families. And you could say, look at this. This was actually a question on Evaluate. 54 divided by 9, what's that missing factor? Or 9 times what equals 54? And it was written like this on Evaluate. 54 equals what missing factor times 9, okay? And if you knew your multiplication facts, right, like we did here, okay, you find the 9, you scroll down and look right there, there's 54, and it was 6, okay? So that's the same thing as our math message. Just instead of knowing the 6, we knew the 9 this time. Okay, so these are 2 really good strategies you can use to help you. I'm going to go ahead and stop right here, and then I'm going to show you how I would solve some of these problems in my model.